No one is exempt from going through a contraction phase where nothing seems to work out. The clients didn't pay on time, the car broke down, something happened, and you just feel so contracted that you ask yourself, why do I even bother? But what you got to understand, must understand, is that after the contraction phase comes the expansion phase. This is how the universe works. It's contracting and expanding all the time. What you need to do while you're in the contraction phase is to ace it, is to go through it with flying colors. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly how to do this, because we are all going through this. I know that sometimes you think, this is just me. This is just my life. This is... And when things like that, when we are in the contraction phase, we feel so victim. We feel like a victim, like everybody is doing so well, only our life sucks. Because we go into the contraction phase and then we look online and we see this guy bought this car, or this guy bought this, going for a vacation, and you see the highlights of everybody and you feel even more contracted because you say, everything works out for everyone. I'm the only one who's fucked. That's the problem with comparison in the contraction phase. Avoid it. So what you need to avoid is to compare yourself with others. It's never good. And you always compare yourself to other people when you are at your lowest and they are at their highest. You feel like shit. You fell into comparison mode. You start comparing yourself to the people that just shows online everything that goes well for them. And you feel even worse. You feel more contracted. So don't do that. What you do need to do is to understand that, first of all, understand and know that these two shall pass and the expansion phase is coming. It's coming. You just need to wait. You just need to do everything that you can. And once you do all that you can in the contraction phase, when the expansion phase comes, this is so much better. So much better. And so so let me tell you again what you need to do. You got to be ready. And this readiness means that you understand that this is what's going on. When you understand this is what's going on, you say, I'm not going to fall victim. I'm going to be the victor of this entire situation. I'm going to make the best out of it. And you show up and you do the work regardless of how contracted you feel. Regardless of anything, you put in the work day in, day out. And this is, you leave no room for feeling contracted. I went through a contraction phase lately, and I gotta tell you guys, I aced that motherfucker because I understood what's going on, and I said, God, you don't need to give it to me. I'm the best. I'm your best soldier. I'm gonna. I didn't even feel like a victim. I knew that I'm being initiated, so I continue working out, continue showing up, continue doing the work, continue writing my book, continue doing everything like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. I continue, and this is what you should do too. Is just power through and understand that this will pass. If you stop, you fail when you stop. When you stop and when you fall victim, it will happen again. And you know, in your life, you're going up and down, up and down. And in my life, I had a lot of up and downs. But then I realized that even if I am up or I'm down, I can still act. I can still show up. I can still meditate, tap into the feeling of my wish fulfilled, do the work. I can still do this stuff. I never fall victim anymore. I used to be a victim a lot because I did not understood what I'm just explaining to you. So understand that when you go through this contraction period, it's just a matter of time. And when you do the work exactly like I told you, it will be so much easier for you. So much easier. So much easier. And then you reap the fruits of your labor in the expansion phase even more. And it will happen again. But that's okay, because every time you go through the contraction phase, welcome it and understand there are things that you didn't master yet. The contraction phase tells you, listen, this needs to be done. You need to master this. You need to do that. It teaches you. Pain is the biggest teacher, the greatest teacher. And I absolutely love it. When I feel it, I let it hit me. I let it hit me. And when I let it hit me, I let it help me grow. I don't let it, I'm not falling victim for this emotion, because I know what is on the other side. On the other side, I meet the person that I want to become, the best version of me, the better version of me, and the best version of me, because you keep evolving all the time. And the only way for you to meet the best and the better version of you is by going through challenges and going through them, not being in this challenge. Because many people, when they're not really, going through it and not growing through it. So you need to grow through the challenge and not just go through it. Because when you go through it, it's painful. You're suffering. You feel like a victim. You feel like all these negative emotions. But when you grow through it, you see it and you say, this will help me grow. This will help me grow. This sucks right now, but this will help me grow. And I love it. And you become this little animal that cannot be stopped. It's so hungry. You're not even hungry. You're starving. You said, I got this. I don't know how. I'm going to do it, but I know I'm going to do it. And this is where you need to stick to a routine. This is where you need to have immense amounts of clarity on where you want to go. Because when you know where you want to go in life, any road will take you there. Any road will take you there. When you don't know where you want to go in life, also, any road will take you there. The only difference is where you will end up. Most people just tiptoeing through life, wondering if this or that. They have no idea where they want to land. They don't know where they want to be. And this is why most people end up in no man's land. They don't get nowhere because they don't have clarity. So must have clarity. And by the way, I'm the master of clarity. And you can see that I'm the master of discipline. I show up here every day. The reason that I do this is because I have immense amount of clarity through the program that I've created, through things that I went through, and I understood I got to have this amount of clarity in order for me to keep showing up and shining. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have faith. I wouldn't have anything. I needed to have a vision. I'm Jewish, and we wandered through the desert 40 years. Why? We had a vision of the promised land. You will not walk through the fucking desert for 40 years if you don't believe that something better is coming. There is no way. This is why you got to create a vision. And when you have the vision, you have the clarity. When you have the clarity, you have the motivation, inspiration, and you understand that this thing is happening for you and not to you. And out you go from the victim mindset and more into tapping into your power, and you see it and you love it and you go through it and you become. It's not what you get, it's who you become. And when you become the motherfucker, oh my God. I look at myself today and I say, thank you for every challenge that I went through in my life. Thank you. You made me. And some people are being made or from the challenges. They made the challenge or they're being made from the challenge. So make sure that every challenge you go through, you grow through, you just become better instead of becoming bitter. With that said, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, sending you love. And if you need my help, just hit me up. I got you. Adios.